Hi all, thank you for watching my channel. இது வந்து பார்ட் 2 வீடியோ இந்தியன் பாலிட்டியோட ப்ரீவியஸ் இயர் கொஸ்டின்ஸ். பார்ட் 1 வீடியோ பார்க்காதவங்க நம்ம சேனலில் அப்லோட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். பார்ட் 1ம் பார்த்துருங்க. ஸோ பார்ட் 2 வீடியோ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம். Article 243B was inserted into the Constitution under the 73rd Constitutional Amendment. Who among the following was the cabinet minister without portfolio? Option C, N. Gopalaswamy Iyengar. Which one of the following statement is not with regard to powers of the Parliament? Option B, it cannot abolish State Legislative Council. State Legislative Council abolish பண்ண முடியாது, but it can do. Parliament can approve 3 types of emergency provinces, and it can alter boundaries of the states, and it can establish a common high court for 2 or more states. Jallikattu, the bull taming sport of Tamil culture and tradition, is protected according to Article 29(1) of the Constitution of India. Who headed Provincial Constitution Committee of Constituent Assembly? Option D, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Who among the following was not a member of Drafting Committee? Option C, Pattabi Sitharamaiah. இதில் 7 டிராஃப்டிங் மெம்பர்ஸ் இருப்பாங்க. ஹெட் ஆஃப் த டிராஃப்டிங் கமிட்டி வந்து டாக்டர் பிஆர் அம்பேத்கர். அதில் இருக்க எல்லா நேம்ஸும் பார்த்துக்கோங்க. கேஎம் முன்ஷி, அல்லாடி கிருஷ்ணசுவாமி ஐயங்கார், கிருஷ்ணமாச்சாரி, பிஎம் மில்டர், முகமது ஷாதுல்லா அண்ட் என் கோபாலசுவாமி ஐயங்கர், இந்த மாதிரி வருவாங்க. ஸோ பட்டாபி சீதாராமையா இஸ் நாட் ஏ மெம்பர் ஆஃப் டிராஃப்டிங் கமிட்டி. The Constitution is a source of and not an exercise of legislative power. Statement 1. Statement 2. Constitution springs from a belief in limited government. So which of the statement given above is correct? Both of the statement are correct. Option C. Which committee was appointed in 1986 to deal with revitalization of Panchayat Raj institutions for democracy and development? Option C, LM Singhvi Committee. The sequence in which the given terms are mentioned in the preamble of the Constitution of India is option A, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. S cube DR அப்படி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. S cubeல sovereign, socialist, secular அந்த மாதிரி. So match the following schedules and subjects. First schedule, name of states and union territories. 11th schedule, Panchayat. 7th schedule, division of powers between union and states. 8th schedule, languages. இது ஷெடியூல்ஸுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஷார்ட் ஃபார்மும் இருக்குது, டியர்ஸ் ஆஃப் மை ஓல்ட் பிஎம் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. ஸோ அது அந்த ஷார்ட் ஃபார்ம் வச்சு நீங்கள் மேட்ச் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Match the following. Person with eminent field and designation. A. Habib Hussain, former ambassador of India to the USA. Parasaran, former Attorney General of India. Subhas Kashyap, former Secretary General, Lok Sabha. K. Punya, former Judge of AP High Court. Consider the following statement, find the wrong one. Statement 1. Section 377 of the IPC recently reported in the news is associated with the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and queer LGBTQ rights. Section 377 சொல்றாங்க. Statement 2. Joseph Shine vs. Union of India is the case related to 497 of the IPC. Statement 3. Indian Young Lawyers Association vs. State of Kerala is related to women rights. Statement 4. Yashwant vs. State of Maharashtra is the case associated with the right to education சொல்கிறாங்க. இது right to education கிடையாது. ஸோ இட்ஸ் ரிலேட்டட் டு ரஃபேல் ஃபைட் ஜெட் அந்த மாதிரி ஏர்க்ராஃப்ட் ரிலேட்டடான கேஸ் தான். யஷ்வந்த் வெஸ் ஸ்டேட் ஆஃப் மகாராஷ்டிரா, இது வந்து ஒரு கரண்ட் அஃபேர். ஸோ இதில் ராங் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் 4 ஆப்ஷன் ஏ. Which one of the following concept is not a rule of law? இதே question நம்ம ப்ரீவியஸாகவும் பார்த்தோம். ஸோ இதுலேருந்து வாட் இஸ் ரூல் ஆஃப் லா, என்னென்ன ரூல் ஆஃப் லாஸ் இருக்குன்னு பார்த்துக்கோங்க. இட் இஸ் நாட் அ ரூல் ஆஃப் லான்றது ஜுடிஷியல் ஈக்வாலிட்டி. ஜுடிஷியல் இஸ் ஈக்வாலிட்டி கிடையாது. ஸோ நேச்சுரல் ஜஸ்டிஸ், ஃபேர் பிளே அண்ட் ஈக்விட்டி இஸ் எ ரூல் ஆஃப் லா. Judiciary was separated from executive under which article? Article 50. The Government of India issued the Citizenship Pondicherry Order in the year 1962. Option A. The essence of judicial activism is an active justice delivery system. Option A. Balwant Rai Mehta Committee in its report suggested three-tier system. When it was formed in Kepanga, it is formed in 1956. First video la nama paathirupom. Idhe question 2 times repeat aayirukkum. Name the Prime Minister when for the first time the non-confidence was moved in the Parliament. Option A. Jawaharlal Nehru. Which of the following statement regarding the fundamental duties contained in the Constitution of India are correct? Statement 1. Fundamental duties have formed a part of the Constitution of India since its adoption. Statement 2. Fundamental duties are applicable only to the citizen of India. Correct. Statement 3. Fundamental duties have become a part of Constitution of India in accordance with the recommendation of the Swaran Singh Committee. Correct. Fundamental duties can be enforced through writ jurisdiction. It's wrong. So statement 2 and 3 is correct. 1 and 4 is wrong. Option C. The mandate of the Official Language Commission under Article 344 is Statement 1. The progressive use of Hindi language for official purpose of the Union. Statement 2. Restrictions on the use of the English language for the official purpose of the Union. Both these statements are correct. Both 1 and 2. The words socialist and secular were added to the preamble of Indian Constitution by Option D. The Constitution 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. The first language declared as the classical language in India is Option D. Tamil. Which of the following group constituted the State Reorganization Committee? Option B. Fazil Ali, Panikkar, Kunstru. Option B. Jagjit Singh vs. State of Haryana 2007 is the case related to Option C. Members, MLAs, MPs support from outside. Which is the lowest ladder of the Panchayat Raj? Option C. Grama Sabha. The women representation on the Panchayat is Option D. 33%. Which of the following part of the Constitution deals with the fundamental duties? Option A. 4A. Match list 1 fundamental rights with list 2 article of the Indian Constitution. Right to equality, Article 14 to 18. Right to freedom, Article 19. Right to freedom of religion, Article 25. Right to constitutional remedies, Article 32. So option C. The chairman and the member of National Human Rights Commission are appointed by the President and the recommendation of the committee, which consists of 6 members. Who is regarded as the father of all India service? Sardar Patel. This is a repeated question. Which of the following constitutional amendments states that the appointment of the same person as a governor for 2 or more states? 7th Constitutional Amendment. Option A. Which of the following constitutional amendment provided Delhi as a special status? 69th Constitutional Amendment. Option C. In which year the Constituent Assembly elected its permanent chairman? 1946. Which of the following cases deals with the fundamental duties? Option B. Ramsaran case. Untouchability has been abolished by the Constitution of India under Article 17. Jawaharlal Nehru's belief on socialism is based on combination of democracy and civil rights of the following. In which year was the first Lok Adalt held? Option B. 1986. Match the following: theocracy followed by Iran, secularism followed by India, direct democracy followed by Switzerland, communism followed by China. By which Amendment Act was Sikkim annexed as full-fledged state of Indian Union? Option C, 36th Amendment Act of 1975. When did the Parliament enact the Official Language Act? Option B, 1963. The doctrine, basic features of the Indian Constitution was propounded in the judgment of Kesavananda Bharati vs. Union of India case 1973. It's a very important case, Kesavananda Bharati case. So, on the case பத்தி detail படிச்சுக்கோங்க. Option B. Parliamentary system of government implies option A, power is vested with elected legislature. The part 14A of the Constitution of India is related to the tribunals. Option A. Which is the correct statement? Statement 1. Indian Constitution is a written one. Correct. Indian Constitution consists of a feature of both flexibility and rigidity. Correct. Indian Constitution established a secular state. Correct. Indian Constitution is against the federal system of government. It is not against the federal system of government. We are practicing the federal system. So, option 4 is wrong. Statement 4 is wrong. So, option D. Statement 1, 2, 3 are correct. Which country enacted right to information law first time? Option D, Sweden. Which one of the following pair is not matched correctly? Nehru moved objective resolution November 13, 1946 னு இருக்கு. So, it is not November, it is December 13, 1946. So, option B is wrong. Constituent Assembly first meeting எப்போ நடக்கும்? December 9, 1946. இதோட first chairperson தலைமை தாங்கினது சச்சிதானந்த சின்ஹா. ஸோ அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் வந்து ராஜேந்திர பிரசாத் சார் வருவாங்க. So, final session of the Constituent Assembly, January 24, 1950, and Constituent Assembly adopted national flag on July 22, 1947. The case N.B. Kare vs. Election Commission of India is related to A. Determining the qualification of the petitioner to challenge the validity of the election and the president. Which one of the following pair is not matched properly? So, Interstate Council Article 261 னு இருக்கு, which is Article 263. So, Interstate Council Article 263, இங்க 61 இருக்கிறதால it is wrong. So, Administration of Scheduled Areas and Scheduled Tribes Article 244, All India Service Article 312, Administrative Tribunals Article 323A. The concept of rule of law means. ஸோ இந்த ரூல் ஆஃப் லா வந்து இதோட நம்ம ஃபோர்த் டைம் பார்க்குறோம். ஃப்ரம் தி அபோவ் செலக்ட் தி கரெக்ட் ஆன்சர்ஸ். ஆப்சன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஆர்பிட்ரி பவர், ட்ரூ. சுப்ரீமசி ஆஃப் பார்லிமெண்ட் கிடையாது. தேர்ட், ஈக்வாலிட்டி பிஃபோர் லா, ட்ரூ. ஸோ ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் 1 and 3 is correct. The anti-defection law was introduced in the 52nd Amendment Act. Who said the Constitution of India was framed by ransacking all other constitutions? Option C, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Which of the following pair is not matched properly? Parts with subject. Part 7 Union Territories னு இருக்கு. So, actually parts வந்து Part 7 வந்து it is repealed னு வரும். Union Territories வந்து Part 8 தான். So, Part 5 பார்த்தீங்கன்னா யூனியன் கவர்மெண்ட், பார்ட் 6 ஸ்டேட் கவர்மெண்ட், பார்ட் 8 வந்து யூனியன் டெரிட்டரிஸ். ஸோ பார்ட் 9 பஞ்சாயத் கரெக்ட், பார்ட் 18 எமர்ஜென்சி ப்ராவின்சஸ் அண்ட் பார்ட் 15 எலெக்ஷன்ஸ் ஆல் ஆர் கரெக்ட். Which one of the following statement is not correct with regard to the powers and functions of President? Option C, President shall have power to preside over joint sitting of Parliament is not correct. President shall address both House of Parliament, correct. President has right to send the message to Houses of Parliament, correct. President shall have power to summon or prorogue the Council of States, correct. Article 21 and 21A of Indian Constitution ensures Statement 1, right to life and personal liberty, right to health, right to food and right to elementary education. So 21 என்ன வரும்னா right to life and personal liberty, 21A வந்து right to elementary education. அப்போ option D 1 and 4. How many days before the notice of impeachment motion against president has to be given to the President of India? 14 days before, option C. In a state, money bill can be introduced in option B, legislative assembly only. Assertion: women who have been married to Indian citizen can acquire Indian citizenship by means of registration. Reason: Citizenship Act was enacted in the year 1956 by Indian Parliament. A is true, R is false. Citizenship Act was enacted in the year 1955, not 56. Which of the following article authorizes Parliament to form a new state? Option B, Article 3. How many political parties were recognized as the national parties after the first general election 1952? Option B, 4. 4 national parties. The Constitution of Jammu and Kashmir came into force on option D, 26th January 1957. The Parliament passed the Administrative Tribunals Act in 1985. Option D. Who was the head of the first Administrative Reform Commissions? Option C, Morarji Desai. Match the list 1 with list 2 and select the correct answer. List 1, Lok Sabha election, list 2 and their years. 6th general election, 1977. 10th general election, 1991. 12th general election, 1998. 14th general election, 2004. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் உங்களுக்கு இந்த எலெக்ஷன் வந்து எப்படி மேட்ச் பண்ணணும்னு தெரியலனா கூட எப்பயுமே ஆர்டர் வைஸ் தான் எலெக்ஷன் வைப்பாங்க. ஸோ 6th ரொம்ப லீஸ்ட் நம்பர், அப்போ அது வந்து முன்னாடி வச்சுருப்பாங்க. அப்படி நீங்கள் கால்குலேட் பண்ணி போட்டிங்கன்னா யூ வில் கெட் தி ஆன்சர். Which Amendment Act provided for the disqualification of the members of Parliament and state legislatures on the ground of defections from one political party to another? 52nd Amendment Act, Anti-Defection 52nd Amendment Act. Which article of the Indian Constitution empowers the Parliament to legislate on a matter of the state list in the national interest? Article 249. Option D. Which of the following committee is not a standing committee of the Parliament? Option B, Consultative Committee to the Ministry of Finance. So, Public Accounts Committee, Estimate Committee, Committee on Public Undertaking, all are standing committees. Rajya Sabha has the power to create an All India service through a resolution supported by the 2/3 of the majority. Which of the following pair is wrongly matched? Finance Commission is a constitutional body and இங்க வந்து non-constitutional body ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So it is wrongly matched. National Development Council, National Human Rights Commission, Central Bureau of Investigation, all are non-constitutional bodies. Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with the Panchayat? Part B. Option B, Part 9. Who is called as the father of All India Service? சர்தார் வல்லபாய் பட்டேல். நீங்கள் என் வீடியோஸ் ஃபஸ்ட்லேருந்து பார்க்குறீங்கன்னா இது வந்து 3rd டைம் வர கொஸ்டின். Which act provided for the setting up of permanent lok adult? Option A, Legal Service Authorities Act of 1987. Which of the following is the largest committee of the Parliament? Option B, Estimate Committee. How many Dravidian languages are referred in 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution? 4 languages. When does India observe its Constitution Day? 26th November. Option C. The Constitution of India came into force. Option A, 1950, January 26. Which part of the Indian Constitution consists of fundamental rights? Part 3, option D. Rajya Sabha consists of not more than 250 members. The 3 British cabinet members of the Cabinet Mission 1946, Patrick Lawrence, Sir Stafford Cripps and A.V. Alexander. These are all repeated question. And how many members are in the cabinet mission? Or question கேட்டிருந்தாங்க 3 members. So who was the chairman of the Constituent Assembly? So Dr. Rajendra Prasad, option B. Dear all, thank you so much for watching my video. Part 3 video will be uploaded soon. Thank you. If you have any doubt, please do comment.